Men's sheds are friendly spaces where people come together to work shoulder to shoulder on practical projects, share stories, and support each other. They're ideal for members of the armed forces community looking for camaraderie, creativity, and a strong sense of purpose.
My name's Martin Evans and I joined the Royal Air Force at the age of 27 actually, so it was a bit unusual. I was quite late to join the Air Force as an officer. Holidays in Afghanistan and places like that, so which I wouldn't recommend necessarily. And then I left the RAF in 2009.
Name's Steve Gwynn from Shrewsbury Men's Shed, and I was an aircraft technician for the REME.
My name is Jeff Henshaw. I joined the Royal Army Medical Corps in 1963, served for just a little over 12 years, came out in 1975. Very much like the Army in a lot of ways, there's a whole bunch of guys and we all sort of muck in together. And you can do, the nice thing about it is you can do what you want to do.
The bit I missed about the military when I left was the banter and that esprit de corps. What the men's sheds offer is that sense of being able to come along and chat.
What I really like about the shed is the openness and the flexibility of the people here, so that there's a kind of underlying awareness that some people might be having mental health issues, so it kind of adapts to new incomers rather than newcomers necessarily having to adapt to the shed.
I think there's an element of camaraderie, a little bit like the military, I think, that you feel as though you belong to something.
There's no sort of fixed agenda, so if you want to do a bit of woodworking, you can do that. If you want to do a bit of metalworking, you can do that. If you just want to come in and have a cup of tea and a chat, you can do that.
Sometimes it's just a whole bunch of old blokes just moaning, but that's quite healthy.
When we're all sat in here together having a meal, it's good fun. There's a lot of banter going on. That's a little bit like the military, you know, when you're in the cookhouse.
In terms of my own experience, it can be quite disorientating to go into Civvy Street and here there's people that are veterans, so they know the score.
Come along to men's sheds for the friendship first, but you can also learn new skills as well.
And I think in some ways this social end is probably the most important part of the whole shed, because people start to talk. Blokes tend not to discuss things until they're comfortable with you.
There's always people from all walks of life with all sorts of skills, from carving to welding.
People have taught me a little bit of metal work, which I've never done before, so it's a lot of fun really.
Get out and come along and meet some of those people joining the banter and joining the fun.
There are now over 1,100 sheds across the UK. To find your local shed, visit the UKMSA website Find a Shed function or by phoning 0300 772 9626. If you don't have a local shed, please get in touch. We have a great team who can help you to set one up.